To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the EntrepreNubians podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey. Welcome to the After Show. And I know it looks different. Because the guest is still here. But this is the After Show. And I'm your girl, Tiffany Nicole, and that is Last Trace.
What up?
And we are excited because we've never done this before. Brandon said he wanted to ask us some stuff. We like, hold up. Come to the After Show.
And I'm here.
Thank you, bro. This is first. We never had a guest on the After Show. Mm-hmm. So Brandon asked us about our business, about who Tiff and I are, who the EntrepreNubians are, what we do. And Tiff.
You always want to throw it to me.
Yeah.
All right.
So what really got you started with entrepreneurship?
Oh my goodness. Ooh, okay, so let me think here.
That's a good question.
So I'm like you. Mm-hmm. So actually, I was actually good in school. I had no choice. My mom did not play that mess.
No shots fired.
My mom didn't play that mess. But I only did well in school because I knew that I was going to get in trouble if I didn't. Mm-hmm. So I just did what I had to do. But I honestly never really wanted to go to college. But it was like a thing that my mom was like, oh, you going to college. It wasn't optional. So I'm like, okay. So when I got out of high school, I went to hair school first. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. It was like, I'm going to somebody's school. Yeah. Just be happy I'm going to somebody's school. I came to Philly, went to hair school, finished it, was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Yeah. So my mom called it her little $3,500 gift, whatever. Call it whatever you want. I can't sit in this salon with these women all day long. That's not me. Mm-hmm. It's not me. So then I ended up going to Drexel, getting a degree from Drexel. Mm-hmm. But during the time I was there, I realized that I didn't want to work for nobody else. That was never my thing. I did not want to work for anybody else. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like people telling me I'm doing something wrong. I don't like people being in charge of me who have less education than me, or I feel like I can do it better. I'm just not a good employee, basically. Yeah. I'm not a good employee. And I realized that about myself. So, okay, cool. I ran through jobs like nobody's business. I was like Rochelle on Everybody Hates Chris. I don't need this. My husband got 2 jobs. And I had no husband who had 2 jobs. I had no husband at all. I had a son who needed to eat. But I don't got to take this. I quit. Yeah. That was me. That's how I got entrepreneurship. Because I was like, hold up. This ain't working. I can't work with nobody else. And I started out by actually writing books. Okay. That's why the book club was like my favorite segment. That's cool. So I started out writing poetry, published 2 poetry books, and then did 3 novels. Turned my last novel into a play, produced that play, wrote the whole the whole script, all that stuff. So that's how I initially got in the door of entrepreneurship. And unlike you, when I did public book signings, I sat behind the table. Yeah. Because I like to be behind the scenes. Yeah. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Yeah. Just come by the book here, I'll sign it. That was me. This one over here was like, oh no, hey, you want to come see this book? I'm like, you ain't got to talk to them. Yeah. They don't want to come over here. Let them walk on by. I don't care. Whoever come over. But selling the books got me out of my shell and being okay with being more so in front of the camera. Yeah. But
you gotta evolve, man.
Yeah, it took a while because I was like, I don't want to talk to these people. Yeah. But you want them to buy your stuff. It don't make sense.
You gotta make a connection, man. I feel like working at Enterprise really taught me a lot too, because I can have a conversation with anybody about anything.
Mm-hmm. What did you do there?
So I still work there. So I'm a management trainee. So they're basically training me to be a manager. Okay. So I really just check people in, check people out, wash cars if I have to, pick people up from their houses. And if you don't know, a ride with a stranger is awkward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta find something, and they don't sit in the back.
Oh, it's in the front?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Oh. They're right next to you. So you're going to be talking about something.
Oh, yeah. Talk about something.
So,
you know. Them Sixers.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's like I learned a lot, but I do see that you evolved from where you told me you've been. Oh, yeah. Because you really need that in like entrepreneurship, man.
Yes.
You really need that.
Yes, you do.
So how did you get started?
Okay.
Tell me your legal activities in high school. Go ahead.
My entrepreneurial journey started way back in high school. Yeah. My best friend's brother, he was a hustler. Yeah. And he was an entrepreneur just from the core. Mm-hmm. And he would take trips to New York and Manhattan, and he would buy knock off clothes and
Yeah.
watches and
Canal Street.
Canal Street. And he would come back to Philly and he would sell it.
Yeah.
And this was my best friend's older brother.
Yeah.
So eventually I started taking these trips with my best friend and his brother. And I started buying little stuff, and
Yeah.
I would come back home and go to school and sell it.
Yeah,
I'm selling
I remember
watches.
that. I went to George Washington in the Northeast. I remember that.
Oh, okay.
People
yeah.
coming to school selling Gucci belts.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I did
So
all
that was you. That was you.
That was me. I was selling
Fake
everything.
Rolexes.
Yeah, man. They had
One
anything.
thing you would tell them it was fake though.
I would tell them it was fake because
Yeah.
you're not going to come back to me later like, yo, you sold me something
So
fake. So I'm going to
yeah.
tell you right up front.
All
And the price is going to be according to the fact that it's fake.
Yeah.
There's honor and dishonor.
Yeah, my margins weren't that big, but I made a profit.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't go to New York. We went to New York maybe once a month, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just cop a bunch of stuff that I knew I would want to buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, yeah, I know I'm going to sell some of these. If I didn't say that, I wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
It had to be, I know I'm going to sell these.
Okay.
And I would get them and go back to school and sell them right in school.
Oh yeah.
And it just gave me like this hustler mentality. It taught me that I can buy something for one price and sell it to somebody else for another price, regardless of what that person thinks it should cost.
Yeah.
I just have to convince them that not only do they need this, but it's within your affordability. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Whenever I sell anything, I make the price close to what I would want to pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people
I get
tell me
that.
I'm cheating myself, but I sell what I want to sell.
Yeah, I get that. Because there's a lot of clothing brands out here that's that got crazy prices, but I mean we really selling the same things,
And the quality doesn't match.
Yeah, so I really thought that I wanted to have a nice price point where like the culture can afford it. I'm not afford it, but the culture can want to spend money on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And buy multiple shirts.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit you over the head where you got to buy one a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might
You
want you to
want
buy
customers.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4 shirts a year from me, something like that.
It's more about the impact than the money that I'm getting for real. Because if you're buying a shirt, but you're not just buying a shirt. You're buying a story. You're buying you're buying motivation. You're buying inspiration. So you're not just buying clothes.
And the thing about this it's cool, is that when someone wears it, someone's going to read it and be like, oh, what is that? And then you can explain the story.
Yeah, so I love that. Oh my God,
so now you're getting another customer
Yeah.
from one of your other customers, explain to somebody else
Yeah.
what this means. Like, you're wealthy, right? Know you're wealthy.
Yeah,
Like,
and I try to tell everybody that purchases something, like when you buy something from me, I give you my card. It's a flyer, and it explains what the brand means.
'Cause we got one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not just buying it. You're not just buying a shirt and just buying a shirt. You're buying the meaning, the inspiration, the motivation of the brand. You're not
Yeah.
just buying the brand.
that's right.
You know.
Branding
These
is so
people have to sell
important.
stuff.
Yeah, branding is super important.
Yeah.
Like, because honestly, these days people buy the story.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care really about this. Like, it looks nice, but
Yeah.
what's the story behind it?
Yep.
Like, I want to know, was there a struggle? What does this really mean?
Mm-hmm.
And people, if they can relate, like, you got a customer for life.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
And I definitely feel like we all have something in us. We all come from different backgrounds, but in some way we have some kind of link together. Like in some way, shape, or form. Like
Right.
just our skin tone, that's a link.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a link. So I mean, not all of us, not every brother is a brother, not every sister is a sister, but we have some link somewhere. You know?
We
Yep.
do.
So what? How do y'all get started with the podcast? I know podcasts are like they're taking off now. Like
Yes.
what made y'all want to get into this arena of podcasts? Y'all have a
You already
dope
know the
setup
answer.
here.
Oh, thank you.
You know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
Dave Shane.
Really?
Yeah. So the EntrepreNubians originally was an app.
Okay.
And we developed it in April 2020, right at the height of the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
When everything shut down. And it was a thing where we've started a lot of businesses. Like I said, I wrote books, and then we have Airbnbs. I closed my bakery like right when COVID hit. So we had a bakery.
You ain't tell me you had a bakery.
Oh yeah, and I still bake. I just
Oh,
moved everything back
man.
into the house.
Yo.
Yeah.
Still got the bakery.
Yeah, still
Oh,
back
you-
the
We
bakery.
don't have a brick and mortar store anymore.
Yeah, we moved it back in.
She's baking in the house now.
Yeah.
So
which is where it started.
Yeah.
What do y'all bake?
everything.
So I'm trying to change my diet a little bit because I just went to the doctor like 2 weeks ago. She told me I had high cholesterol, so I gotta chill out.
Chill out.
Yeah, man. She said if I was older, I would have had a heart attack. Cause I just been ever since I graduated college, I just been eating.
Like, so you need to get cupcakes, not cakes.
Yeah, exactly. Just eat a cupcake.
That's all I do. But like, that's super dope, man. That's super dope.
That was pretty exciting. And the crazy thing is, I learned how to do all that from YouTube University.
Yeah, man. YouTube, man.
Yep. I went to a couple of classes at Michael's Arts and Crafts to teach me how to do like the icing. I went to learn how to decorate cookies, and then it ended up being a cake decorating class. And I just took all 4 classes. It took like 16 weeks. Yeah, like going 1 day a week. And I finished that, and I just started baking. And then
that's dope.
A storefront came available, and I was like, I don't want to do that. That's too much. He's like, oh no, we getting that. And I'm like, okay.
We were looking for a truck.
Yeah,
we were looking for a food truck.
That's a good idea
to be our bakery.
Yeah,
and then she was following this baker. On Instagram. She was like, I think the guy's closing his bakery today. Let's go by there.
Yeah.
So we drove over there. We go in, and it was a cupcakery.
Yeah.
So we bought, 2 or 3 cupcakes.
Yeah.
And we were looking like, man, this is a nice place.
Yeah.
And you could tell they were closing. The guy was real friendly, black guy, black family that owned it. So we leave. We go sit back in the car. And I think I got in the car before you did. And I'm like, did you say anything to the guy? She was like, no, I think you said you were nervous or something.
Yeah, because it was a lot of people. It was like his last day, so everybody was coming to support his last day. So a lot of people there, and it was just, I didn't feel comfortable like saying, oh, can you give me your landlord's information? Yada, yada. It was just a lot. So I didn't feel all that comfortable doing it.
Yeah. So I was like, nah,
go back in there.
Just ask them. Who the landlord is. Tell them you're interested in maybe, opening a bakery.
Yeah.
Like, just see what happens. She went back in and talked to him, came back out. She was like, he gave me the landlord's phone number.
Oh, word.
I'm like, what? And I don't know how much long later, but we reached out.
It was a couple days.
It was
because I think we went to go see him maybe in September, and I signed the lease for it in October, like right on my birthday. Okay. So that was. And
then the journey of building a bakery started. Which we didn't even think we would have to do so much building because this guy already had a bakery there. He already was selling cupcakes, which is what Tiff wanted to sell, cupcakes and cakes, cookies. So we didn't think we would have a lot to do.
Yeah.
Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah.
We had to totally do the entire place over.
That he was either grandfathered into a lot of the laws that had changed, or he knew somebody at the health department. Yeah. One or two.
Yeah.
Because we had to get the floor dug up twice to replace the pipes because the pipes were out of code. And the first time we did it, it wasn't good enough. And then they came back and we had to do it again. We tore a wall down, got the wall built back up, cut a hole in the wall like for a window. We had to add all these. When I got the place, there was one hand washing sink. That's it. I had to add a 3-bowl sink, another hand washing sink. I had to add the display case, the stainless steel tables, the counter. Jesus. Everything had to be 36 inches high for ADA compliance. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It took us 15 months.
Oh, wow.
15 months to get it open. And every single month we had to pay rent.
That's dedication. Jesus.
Every single month had to pay the rent because we were occupying the space
from day one.
And nothing was.
Now, the crazy thing is, the building used to be a 2-car garage, and the landlord was right next door. So this property, I could have been in there without paying the rent. It's a 2-car garage. Yeah. But it's been some kind of commercial space since the 80s. It was some kind of water ice stand in the 80s. Yeah. But it was never. It wasn't built to be a commercial spot. Yeah. It was your 2-car garage. Yep. This income is extra income for your household. It's not like I'm in a strip mall somewhere. It was different. So I feel like I could have got prorated rent or something. But whatever. We're not gonna go there. Right. But it took 15 months. And
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
About what?
I can only imagine.
About $30,000 roughly.
Yeah,
like that?
To get everything up. Yeah, to get everything. After we bought all the equipment and did all the renovations, we painted, and it was a lot.
I definitely could learn a lot from y'all.
Oh my goodness!
But we loved it, man.
Yeah we did.
That day we opened the bakery.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe 200 people came up for the grand opening.
Okay.
It was awesome. We shot video.
Yeah.
It was a really big grand opening, big party. Like we were out in the middle of the street and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really dope.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it was a good feeling to open your own brick and mortar store. We had never done nothing like that.
Yeah.
We had run businesses, but not a store.
Yeah.
You know, we were in like a really nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
We were out in the
nice
county.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
out
Oh, wow.
And I think that's what I was going to say. Like, we were out in the county, and it was like, I honestly feel like a lot of stuff that we went through, and it took so long, is because of this and being out in the county.
Yeah.
And I got confirmation of that from a couple of people who came to the grand opening, who worked at the health department, and asked me, like, hey, I came because I want to see how you're doing, because I know it's been a while. She was like, I know you were dealing with such and such. I know they can be or whatever. I'm just happy you like stayed with it and actually opened.
Yeah.
Because it was an issue.
Yeah.
Like out there. So it felt good to conquer that and be like, ha, I'm still here. I did it.
Yeah,
like
I did
y'all
it,
didn't
yeah.
stop me. Because it was one guy I was dealing with. It was like, I'm about to be the angry black woman, and I didn't want to be that.
Yeah.
I had to come deal with the guy.
Yes. I said, you have to be here next time, because the way he talks to me is so inappropriate. When he showed up and saw him, it was like a whole other person.
Yeah.
A completely different. I was like, oh, this man made me a liar. I had dealt with him three separate occasions, and every single time he gave me his butt to kiss. And I'm like, I never did nothing to this man.
Yeah.
And like, it was just the way he treated me was horrible. And I said, I can't do it no more. You got to come. You got to be here when he come back.
And he was super nice and
Super
pleasant
nice.
with me, like a total different person.
I'm like,
You
what
shook
is-
him up.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, like, we a team, so if we got to approach it differently, if, you know, she bumping heads with him, and I got to come in and it just works, then that's what we got
That's what we
to
had
do.
to do.
Yeah,
Whatever makes it work.
That's definitely dope.
Because that was just he was just an obstacle we had to get past.
Yeah, and he was. Yeah,
But
he
was the health department.
Yes.
So
No, he
it
wasn't even the
an
health
obstacle.
department. He was the county.
Okay,
He
right.
was the county. So every time we put a nail on the wall, every time we took a wall down, the pipes, they
He
had
had
to
to
come and
approve
inspect it.
everything.
Every single time. They bringing out measuring tape. Oh, well, your floor is slanted, so this side of the counter is like 34 inches and this is 36. So you might have to rip your counter up and do it again. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Because it has
And
to be
we done
36
spent a
inches for
fortune on putting this
wheelchairs.
counter
Yeah.
in.
Come on. You see, because it was a garage. So it was a drain pipe in the middle of the
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
So where my counter was, it kind of went sloped right where that,
Yeah,
so the
the
middle of the counter was lower, the sides were the right height. Dude. Seriously? For real? Like, I was about to turn into a
wild, bro.
serious angry black woman. I'm like, oh, he want me to flip out in here. That's
And
what
then
it is.
you will walk in other restaurants or bakeries or stores nearby, and
Yes.
you see every infraction, or it's like, well, how are they operating?
Yeah.
If I can't even put a screw in my wall.
I did not know it was that serious.
Oh my goodness. And it's crazy now because everywhere we go, I'm like, this counter too high.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't have no public bathrooms? Y'all got seats in here? It should be a public bathroom.
Yeah.
If a customer can
Yeah,
sit in
we
here,
got rules.
I should be able to use your bathroom.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Everywhere I go now, I'm like, oh, nope.
Yeah.
Like, y'all gonna put me through it. Oh, y'all gonna catch this.
That's crazy. I
It
mean,
was
but
horrible.
y'all got through it though. Man.
Yeah.
That speaks to the resilience that y'all have though, because there's going to be so many obstacles throughout my journey. I'm pretty sure I can learn a lot from y'all. So what really helped y'all like stay that resilient throughout the journey?
Each other,
Yeah.
for one.
And I wanted to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
I wanted to prove them wrong. I
Yeah.
wanted to be like, y'all not gonna get me out of here. It's not gonna happen. And the crazy thing is, like the guy, like he said, the guy before me, it was a black family there before me.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't understand the issue, but whatever it was, we made it through because I was determined. I was like the who not how.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure this out. Y'all not gonna run me out of here.
Yeah.
Like y'all gonna see me.
Bakery was up and running for 2 years. There was a lot of upfront costs. The bakery made great money for the 2 years it was open. We got a little bailout money when we shut it down at the end
Yeah.
From COVID.
from COVID. So it was a win-win. And what we learned operating our first brick and mortar store was worth so much more than what we had spent on putting the place together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you say like the most important thing that y'all learned throughout the journey was?
Customer service. Honestly, customer
I
service, because it's funny because so out there, okay, so in the city, it's Philadelphia is a black city, so black people spend money on food,
Yeah.
like religiously, like it's no big thing, it's whatever. I'm going to get some shrimp today. I want some crabs. I'm gonna spend $100. It is what it is. Out in the county with the others, they don't do that.
Yeah.
So a bakery is a luxury thing. If a kid had a good day in school, I'm gonna get you a cupcake. Like there's bakeries in Philly that the lines be out the door every single day just because it's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Out there is different.
Yeah.
So that was something to learn. I didn't realize that out there, that type of food, the dessert, was a luxury item.
Okay.
It wasn't a thing where, we're just going to go to the bakery today because I just want a cupcake.
Yeah.
It was a special occasion. But when they came, they came.
They came, yeah.
When they came and made an order, it was for some gigantic... I've done catering for them it's a seminary school out there I did 2 years for, and they ordered 400 cupcakes. Temple has ordered 600 cupcakes. Like, I've had huge cake orders, and... So when they come, they come.
Yeah,
it's just not an everyday thing,
Yeah.
like it would be inside the city with the black folks, because we just show up because we just want a cupcake.
Yeah, we just want a cupcake.
It's different, and I learned that very soon. Like, okay, and I changed my hours because out there the whole county shut down at like 6 o'clock. I was staying open until 8. I'm just sitting there watching cars ride by every half an hour, like, where everybody at?
Yeah.
They in the house.
Oh yeah, word.
So I like, a lot of stuff was trial and error in the beginning.
Okay.
It definitely was, but we figured it out, and it was like, once we got a good schedule, I was there on time, I closed on time, and my menu was consistent. I made a lot of good friends.
Yeah.
People who still order from me now. Like, even though I'm not there, I just deliver now.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was customer service.
Word. Yeah.
And they pay on time.
And the bakery business is good because you get
Repeat customers.
They come back every birthday, every anniversary, every death,
Yep.
every
Yeah.
you know
Everything.
what I mean.
I've done
cakes,
baby showers
cupcakes.
up until I've been doing it for like 7 years. I've done baby showers. The kids are like 7 and 8 years old now, and I'm still doing their birthdays. And I did their baby shower. So I've like seen these kids like grow up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. Like, so I really want to figure out like how can I get those repeat customers with just the limited amount of items that I have, because I only have I have another shirt actually. And it's just the king and queen design, but it's on a shirt.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah,
I should have had this out earlier. I wasn't prepared. So I brought this out because I wanted something else to have, like that I can sell, so I can get more repeat customers.
Yeah.
So it's the same design, just on a white shirt, and I feel like it pops out more like on a shirt.
It looks good.
It does.
It's really good.
So what?
I like the way you represented us as kings and queens.
Yeah. So I mean that was the concept of it. Like we come from royalty. Like we are wealth. When you think of a king and queen, you think of wealth immediately.
Yep.
Everything. Like they control everything.
Yep.
Right.
You feel me? So like I really wanted to like display that on a shirt. So what would y'all say? Like what is something that I can do to like get continuous repeat customers? Because I know y'all had multiple businesses.
Well, you already doing a lot of it. Great customer service.
Yeah.
The way you greeted us when we came to your table, it was very inviting. Your personality, just your whole demeanor and your spirit is just easy to talk to.
Yeah.
So I would say keep that up. Stay who you are, because I like who you are, and I think other people would like who you are. You know what I mean? And it goes hand in hand with the message behind your shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You present yourself as a knowledgeable, wealthy individual, and if you continue to reciprocate that, the people are going to come back because they like Brandon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not because of the message on the shirt. They're going to feel like, what other messages do you have?
Yeah.
What else can you offer us? Another thing I would say to do to get people back is come up with more great messages like this, more designs.
Yeah.
Don't inundate them with too much.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. But I would absolutely recommend doing more designs with an impactful, powerful message the same way this has.
Yeah. So I
even maybe keeping it in lines with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I was thinking about that. I was
get
definitely
people
thinking about that. Like come out with like a collection that had like
That's what I was
quotes
gonna say.
on it or something like that. So like the things that I say that speaks to the brand, like come out with like quotes and stuff like that. So I feel like that'll definitely work.
I think too, treat it like it's a huge fashion brand. Every year they have yes, it is. Every year they have fashion shows to show off their upcoming collections.
Okay.
They have a fall winter collection and a spring summer collection. Do the same thing. Come out with the hoodies. You have different color hoodies. Have the Chanel patches. Have the regular shirts. Have them long sleeve.
Okay.
And this is the collection for the fall winter.
Okay.
And then when you do your t-shirts, have them like that. So people know. Oh, I know. Like around August, September, I'm going to start seeing Brandon's fall winter line, and just change up the colors.
Okay.
That's how you get repeat customers. And as long as the stuff is quality, people are going to continue to buy.
Yep. Or give them offer them 10% off their next shirt.
Okay.
So now they got a reason to come back.
Yeah.
Also, you could damn, I just had a good one.
Do you like a birthday club?
Oh, word. That'd be
Birthday
good.
club. Like if you
Great idea.
like when anybody buys something on your website, I'm pretty sure they have to give you their email address.
Yep.
Send out newsletters.
That's what I was going to say.
And ask
I
them,
forgot.
ask them for their
Email
birthday,
campaigns.
and then you can put it like into a little spreadsheet, or you can find a to put into a spreadsheet, and just send out coupons on their birthday. They'll come by. They'll come by because they have a coupon. No one lets a coupon go to waste. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Uber sends me coupons all the time because they know I'm going to use it, which means I'm going to spend money.
Yep.
All right.
Also, take note of what your customer bought from you first time.
Okay.
You know, if they bought the orange hoodie with the Chanel patch and spent $80 on it, chances are they're gonna want a whole sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna be willing to buy a whole sweatsuit. They like sweats. Or maybe if they bought the orange hoodie, so send them an email with the new orange shirt that you put out.
Okay.
If you put out an orange shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah,
throwing stuff out there.
yeah. That's definitely.
But an email campaign to retarget your existing customers.
Yeah, so I gotta find
But the way that you gotta
find a who.
find out how to get their email first, which you can do by offering them some kind of discount when they come back.
Yeah.
In order for them to get the discount, they got to put their email in this thing.
So
then they get their 10% off.
So my goals for the brand is really to build up a team, like to help me out with like all this, like so. Like the book, like Who Not How. I started reading it. I didn't finish reading it, but what I took from that was like really, like build your foundation around people that can help you do the things that you want to do. So like right now, I'm definitely trying to figure that out all on my own. But like eventually, I will have like a team to help me do all this in the next few years.
Very important.
Yep.
Teamwork is the dream work.
Yeah.
Seriously. Nothing else for real, because you're one person.
Yeah.
Like even though you would love to do everything and you think you can do everything better than everybody else for your own brand, sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Right.
And you gotta, and that's something that you have to be able to sit okay with you.
Yeah.
That sometimes you just really can't.
Yeah.
I could not do this podcast by myself. I can't do none of my business endeavors by myself. I need my wife.
Yeah.
With everything I do.
That's dope, man.
I'm the COO of his life. I was talking about all the time. I'm the
Yeah,
COO of your
man.
life.
Like with the podcast, she probably does 89% of the work.
Yeah.
I do a lot of the back end.
Yeah.
So like the booking of everybody, downloading all the files when we're done, sending them, talking to the editors and the show notes people. I do all the clerical and all the organizational stuff. All this stuff, the lights, the camera, that's him.
Yeah.
Like that's he's a tech person.
Okay.
He does
But
all
it's
that
a lot
stuff.
less for me to do until we get here in the studio.
Yeah.
A lot of our work for the podcast is done outside of this room.
Yeah.
You know, the editing, the calling, and booking guests, and figuring out what we want to do. It's so much is done outside of here, and it's a lot. And she does pretty much 100% of the stuff outside of here. I do the stuff in here, and I come up with ideas for new stuff. And but the teamwork is tremendous, and her and I have done so many businesses together. We just know how to work with each other.
Yeah, that's dope.
We great business partners.
That's a dope combination. It's rare that you find that like a spouse that's actually like locked in with you with like your business. That's really dope. That's really dope.
Yep. Well, listen, man, you've been dropping jewels on
all
us,
day,
barring us up. The audience got a great treat. First time we had a guest with us on the after show. We got merch. Black is Wealth. Please support Brandon Sykes.
Please.
Yes, we'll
Buy
have all his info
shirts.
in the show notes with all the links you need to go get some of this stuff. He got more than extra smalls though.
Yeah,
let y'all know he got more than extra
All
smalls.
the extra smalls, I got them.
And you can catch him at a Black Expo near you.
Any Black Expo, man. I'm trying to. If y'all have pop-up shops that y'all think that the brand can benefit from, please send them through.
Yes, I will.
Right.
'Cause I know we're trying to put one together, so we'll definitely reach out.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I would definitely be a part of that.
Yeah, we're gonna cut. Wait, you leaving in May?
May 30, probably May 30th.
That's pressure. We're gonna try to get it before he
Yeah,
leaves.
'cause I'm moving into my apartment May 31st.
Okay.
That's
So
what's
it's,
up,
it's
man.
really about to start going.
Yeah, right. That's how
It's really about
it
to
is.
start going.
Yo, our
That's what's
son
up.
moved to Atlanta, and we were at first we were like, you doing what?
Yeah, it was a lot.
I mean, he's 20 years old or 21 saying that
21,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm 28.
We like, what?
So he was way younger than me.
Yeah, like to move so far, we can't come to your rescue
Oh, it's
in
a
an instant.
It's a 2-hour flight away.
We got a Zoom call you
Yeah,
like.
we figured it out. Yeah. So now we
Yeah,
do.
it's a short flight,
Yeah.
thank God.
But
I be telling my mom, do not, she hates this idea.
I'm telling you.
And I'm moving right around Mother's Day. So she always tries to guilt trip me like,
Oh, yeah.
you gonna
Take
leave?
that guilt trip.
You gonna leave and give
Yes.
me this present for it?
She ain't trying to
Nah.
Yep.
Yeah, she ain't trying to
That's
hear
how I
that.
was in the beginning, but he moved with his girlfriend and their and the kids.
Yeah.
So you're doing what a man's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's facts.
So I couldn't even be mad at it. Okay, you're 21. You got a job. You got a car. You got somewhere to live. You're not living with me. You're not living with her mom.
You're not doing
You're
anything
not
illegal.
doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
So I had nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to watch it up. Okay, I'm gonna miss my grandkids. Like, I do Zoom every week. I'm the Zoom grandma. I'm just Zooming. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
If I miss my Zoom call, I got an attitude. Y'all better Zoom me. But and we went down there in September, and then we're going again this year. So we just have to make it work. But it was best for him.
Yeah.
And I can sleep better knowing that he's not here because there's so much going on here.
Yeah,
Every day
oh
on the
my-
news, some child is dying.
Every day.
Every single day, multiple people are
Every
dying
day.
over gunshots,
Yep.
and it's stupid, and it's just stupid.
It's super senseless. But
Yes.
look, we just gotta realize that, our lives are worth everything.
Mm-hmm.
Our lives are worth everything. You really only get one life, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta live it the right way.
That should
You gotta
tell
really,
how valuable it is.
Yeah.
You only get one.
yeah, man. It's like you really gotta hone in and really appreciate your life.
You do.
You really gotta,
And others.
Yep, and build up your confidence, because how you look at yourself is how you gonna treat everybody else.
That's so true, and I think that's the problem. A lot of these kids don't have any self-worth,
Yeah,
so they can care less about
Yep.
anybody else.
exactly. Yep. So I mean, we gonna fix it. We gonna fix it, man.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do my part with Black as well. So yeah, that's the mark that I'm gonna leave on the world. I'm really gonna build this thing up, and it's gonna have an impact on the culture.
Love it.
Love it.
All right, guys, follow Mr. Brandon on Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, give them all your
All right,
socials.
Yeah, give 'em all your socials.
So you can find me on Instagram at Black is Wealth Clothing. There's an account out there. It just says Black is Wealth. That's not me.
That's the one I saw first.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
wait,
some-
this don't.
Yeah, that's somebody else. I'm gonna get that name because I got everything trademarked and everything. So eventually I'm gonna get that.
Get
I'm
it.
coming after you.
Get it.
But you can find me on everything else. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Thank you. I don't use it like that, but you can find me on all those three at Black is Wealth. Yeah, man, and you can come support. Even if you share, even if you like, you're supporting. So I accept all the support because I really want to have an impact on the culture. And without the community, it does not work. So I'm trying to build this community.
Ooh, and on that note,
I love it.
Black
Yes,
is wealth.
Black is wealth.
Black is wealth, man. You have everything that you need to succeed, and you are strong, you are resilient, and you are brilliant. So go achieve anything that you want to achieve, but you got to start by believing in yourself.
That sounds like a whole big post-it I got to put up somewhere. 'Cause I'm going to repeat. That's okay. That's going to be in my little... I got it.
You got it.
I got it. It's going down.
Whew.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is special. I'm glad that my investors try to make me work. But I'm like, nah, I got something to do, man.
That's right.
I got something to do. I'm building my dreams.
Exactly.
I'm building my goals, and I'm glad y'all invited me here, man.
Take a break from building their dreams.
Yes, to build your own.
I'm glad y'all invited me here because this is something special. Like I've done a few podcasts, and a lot of I'm glad it wasn't on Instagram because that's mostly the podcast that I've been on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's due to circumstance. People live all across the United States, so. But I'm glad y'all actually like have a dope studio, bro. Like, if y'all seeing this is crazy.
Thank you.
This is crazy.
This was definitely a labor of love. We didn't even get into that part. This is a whole labor of love, but we made it.
It was a journey.
Yes.
It's y'all got a good setup, man. Y'all gonna be successful.
Thank you.
Y'all gonna be successful.
Y'all
man.
heard it here first.
This has been another episode of the EntrepreNubians podcast. I'm your host, Lash Trace. That's my co-host, whatever her name is. Tiffany Nicole. This is Brandon Sykes with Black is Wealth.
Yes, sir.
And we out, y'all. Stay tuned. Watch the episodes.
Yes, like and
YouTube,
subscribe.
all that.
Mm-hmm.
Deuces.
Peace.